All right, Terrell Owens is upset that people is comparing him to Antonio Brown after Antonio Brown had his episode, um, at the Jets game where he walked off the field. So he upset at that, but also he said he wants to return to the National Football League at 48 years old and after getting the gold jacket at the Hall of Fame. Let's talk about it. Check out the NFL playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Say he would like to replace Antonio Brown of the Buccaneers. But the only problem with that is Antonio Brown hasn't been released from the Bucs. And it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after the Sunday. He hasn't been released. Okay, so the 48-year-old Terrell Owens was to replace Antonio Brown with the Buccaneers. I know I can do it. Okay, so he says, can Terrell Owens replace Antonio Brown on Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Absolutely. Owens, the Hall of Fame wide receiver, said on the Get Your Popcorn Ready with T.O. and Hatch podcast Tuesday, I know I can do it. Let me go out there and show you. Owens said the Buccaneers should consider bringing him in for a workout and adding him to the roster after Brown abruptly exited the team on Sunday, leaving the Bucs in need of a wide receiver after Chris Godwin tore his ACL in late December. Quote, if you think about it, where they are in the season, they don't need me for a 16-game season, Owens told co-host Matthew Hatchett. Quote, three to four games at the max. So, yes, I feel like I can go in, I contribute at a high level, and be productive. Owens, who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame 2018 following a 15-year career, hasn't played in the NFL since 2010. That's about 11 years. But the 48-year-old said he's in shape and ready for the call. Quote, I've been working out the course of the entire season, said Owens. And quote, there was an owner that reached out to me at the beginning of the season and told me to keep myself in shape just in case anything happened. And I've done that. Owens said he deserves a chance to come back. Last month, he posted footage of himself running routes on Instagram, writing playoff ready. We're supposed to be a country of second, third chances. Look at the chances AB had. Owens said on Tuesday, quote, who to say that I can't go out there and do it? Okay, he is a freak. Okay, Brown seems to use his last chance Sunday when the wide receiver walked away from the team game at MetLife Stadium. With the Buccaneers trailing, okay, we all know what happened. So he says, so somebody said bigger diva Antonio Brown, Terrell Owens, why respectfully and disrespectfully, there's no comparison. Clearly, you've been drinking the Kool-Aid. He's talking about the media Kool-Aid. And okay, let's speak on this comeback first, right? Terrell almost 50. He's a freak of nature, and he probably still could run, but going out there and taking abuse, is different at 40, 50 years old and all that, this, that, and the third. My thing is, him still wanting to do it, to me, is crazy. He probably be the first NFL player who's been in the Hall of Fame to come back and be on the NFL roster and play again. But my thing is, your time has passed you by. You did what you did. Hopefully, you did right by your money and this, that, and the third. No, you had your chance. Even at the Hall of Fame, you was being so much of a butthole, even though you had the right to be a butthole, that you didn't get in first ballot because the media didn't like you. Okay, and we all know that's why you didn't get in the first ballot, because the media had something against you all those years and made you out to be the scum of the earth. And I just think he was misunderstood and standing understood. Now, with some of that things self-inflicted, yeah, some things you gotta let go. Some things you gotta let go. And that's something like you gotta just do. He just held on to stuff. When you was overlooked and you had a hard lifestyle, and especially when you was dark skinned, I think he talked about before, some of that, this, that, and the third. Of course you're gonna feel some type of way. But the people of the judicial system, and there's a judicial system in the media too. Obviously, it's not called a judicial system, but there is a system there as well too, where they judge people prematurely, but you can't understand where guys like him and Antonio Brown come from. And that's like the judge sitting there and you trying to tell the judge, whoopty bland, blase blah, who this, my life didn't how I came up. And some people come up so hard, and so it's a movie, and people say, "Well, I can't excuse this and that. You did what you did. Ain't no right. Right from wrong." And they execute you. They send you under jail. They send you for the death penalty. But these same people in the media and the actual judicial system, they couldn't walk a mile in the shoes that a lot of us been brought up on. Some people, mom was crackhead. Some people, mom had to work 4 or 5 jobs, and they were raised by their sister, brother, who a few years older. Some of these guys didn't have, study habits, and a lot of these guys had the potential. When you ever seen that episode on Boondocks about Terrell with Thugnificent, man, that's real. I don't even think that's no exaggeration in certain situations. So for guys like Antonio Brown and Terrell Owens to make it to this level, and the other Terrell Owens and Antonio Browns who not on the superstar level, who made it and figured out life on their own, had to figure out good and bad. And a lot of other ones that's been falling victim from not having that right or wrong, man. It's a success story that they would never understand. Your average writer, who can make it without no cosigns in this world? Who got to figure out things in their own? Who had to figure out stuff when you had to split a can of SpaghettiOs? Okay, people got to think about that. And you put these same people in our position, they commit suicide sometimes. They go crazy. So these dudes are success stories, and of course, come where they come from, it's gonna be some rough edges. They can never understood where T.O. came from, with T.O. and the drama, Antonio Brown. And I'm not saying I'm not supporting everything they done, but I know people, I know the struggle, I've seen the struggle. And these people don't understand it. But they're the same people who executing you publicly and executing you in the judicial system. Too bad we can't go back in history and flash back to some of these mishaps. But getting to the question about this being disrespectful, what Shannon Sharp pointed out today, T.O. never had issues off the field. Never had anything of Antonio Brown. Did he have some social mishaps? Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of coaches that's been in the NFL who socially couldn't connect to their players. Joe Judge right now with the Giants is a social, don't even know how to socially connect. But like I said with T.O., yeah, he made some mistakes. He threw Donovan under the bus when he endorsed Brett Favre over McNabb. Facts. Donovan probably wasn't going to let that go. Therefore, he swung back on T.O., and T.O. tried to play the victim. But both hardworking, talented. Is Antonio Brown as much of a locker room cancer? I can't say he is. He had an episode on the line, but that's because Bruce Arians never wanted him there. He got something mentally wrong there, but T.O. been upstanding citizen outside the field. So, yeah, I see what T.O.'s saying, But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the NFL playlist out. Somebody do need to give him a workout to prove if he can or can't come back, but T.O. need to just move on, in my opinion. But if it's itching on that back, just Bucs give him a workout, and then we can move accordingly. If he make it, he make it. If he don't, he don't. But Antonio Brown is still on the Bucs as of today. Check out the NFL playlist. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question, want to chop it up, support me on social media. I'm trying to get to 1,000 on Instagram. All my social media links in the description, okay? Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram to reach out. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. I will Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. That's right on the bottom of the screen in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate everybody financially hold me down like whoa. Goes a long way to support the channel. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Change the notification. Check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube. Motor City Sports Talk, more sports, music, news, entertainment. That's Motor City Sports Talk. Let me know what you think. Comment.